The victim was actually an accomplice who forged evidence to frame a major drug lord. Lincoln was shocked. He had always believed that the deceased died because they helped implicate the major drug lord. Little did he know that there was a narcotics policeman hiding behind the deceased's death. The policeman had framed the drug lord with the murder weapon. This made the drug lord seem more suspicious of killing the deceased. Now, the only thing missing was evidence. Previously, when he sent someone to investigate the night of the murder, they found that the deceased was being followed by a man. Due to the man's tight disguise, they couldn't find him, but they did find the car he was driving in an abandoned parking lot. Although the vehicle was destroyed, the assistant found information about the vehicle in a hidden spot of the car engine. Based on the vehicle information, the assistant investigated and found that the man was the detective who had been ineffective in searching for evidence in the shooting case. Lincoln won the case, but the man was fired and now works as an investigator for the district attorney. The assistant dug deeper into the vehicle information and found that the green car had a stolen vehicle report. The person who signed the report was the man's friend. Obviously, the stolen vehicle report might have been forged. The man deliberately made his car look stolen so he could use it for unethical purposes. But why was the man following the deceased on the night of the murder? As Lincoln pondered, he recalled the day he first met the deceased. At that time, the deceased's colleague had just been killed by the drug lord. The deceased was worried about their safety and was willing to testify for Lincoln. The deceased was in a very poor mental state then, and became afraid when mentioning the drug lord. Lincoln thought that once the drug lord issue was resolved, the deceased could lead a peaceful life. To figure out the relationship between the man and the deceased, Lincoln went to see his girlfriend and asked her how cases were assigned to investigators. He learned that there were no rules regarding this issue, and investigators could choose their own cases. Elsewhere, the assistant found a retired doctor who had previously interacted with the drug lord. The assistant wanted to know if the doctor had ever seen the man who followed the deceased. However, since getting married, the doctor wanted to forget the past, and didn't want to disrupt their current peaceful life. The assistant had to threaten him with his children. The doctor told the assistant that the man was a homicide detective 10 years ago. He might have taken over this shooting case, which indicated some connection between the man and the drug lord. The assistant wanted to continue asking questions, but the doctor didn't want to talk. Regarding the known information about the deceased's murder case, we have the narcotics policeman who instructed the deceased to frame the drug lord, the investigator who followed the deceased on the night of the murder, the major drug lord who was framed by the deceased and sentenced to life imprisonment, the drug lord's attorney who issued a court summons to Lincoln, and the suspect in prison. All these people are connected because of the deceased. Now, Lincoln has received a court summons. The drug lord insists that he was framed by the deceased and the narcotics policeman. He wants to apply for a writ of habeas corpus and asks Lincoln to testify on his behalf in court. However, the writ of habeas corpus was applied for 6 months ago, and the summons to Lincoln was only issued yesterday. This is obviously strange. Why is this the case?